Welcome guys, we are going to be running through a 45-minute full body class, 45-ish minutes, the time will be on the name of the video. I'm just going to get everyone to come to the front of their mat and we're just going to start by coming all the way down, laying down onto the center of our mat, and we're just going to bring our heels in towards our bum, kind of so that we can reach our heels with our fingertips. So bring them nice and close here. And then we're just going to open our arms out nice and wide. Maybe you'd like to find a cactus shape if you don't have space to open your arms out. We're just going to start to rock the knees side to side here. So taking some time to check in with how the body's feeling right now. Just starting to check in with the breath here, finding a big inhale through the nose, all the way down to the belly, into the sides of the rib cage. And exhaling through the mouth. Maybe you'd like to inhale with the knees over to one side. Find the exhale to come through center before rocking the knees over to the other side. Just taking our time here. Thinking about pressing the shoulder blades down into the mat, opening up through the chest. And then we're going to bring the knees back through center here, just letting the hands come down to the sides of our body, pressing the palms down into the mat. We're just going to start by finding a little tuck through the tailbone, little press of our lower back down into the mat. And then releasing back through neutral, finding that little pocket of air underneath the small of our back. Just with our feet, making sure they're just a little bit wider than hip distance. So maybe you can see your heels if you have a look up. And then we're just working through that little tuck through the tailbone, press the lower back down into the mat, little release through neutral. So I kind of want you to imagine there's like a cog on your hips, it's turning to tuck the tailbone, press the lower back down, and then rotating to find that little pocket of air underneath the small of your back. I want you to imagine if I had rolled a blueberry underneath the small of your back, you're squishing it down into the mat. I know, kind of gross, but like blueberry jam. And then releasing to roll another blueberry under. So it's a teeny tiny little pocket of air. It'll be different for everyone depending on the shape of your body and the shape of your spine. We'll just find 3 more like this, just starting to get some movement through the lower back here for 2. On our next one, can we tuck through the tailbone? Can we start to continue to roll that pelvis all the way up? So keeping that tailbone tucked, we peel our lower back, mid back, upper back, all the way up into our hip bridge. Find a little pause to squeeze through the glutes at the top. And then melt all the way back down through the spine, bone by bone, dripping that spine to the mat. Find that release through neutral at the bottom. And then tuck through the tailbone, start again. We roll the spine up and off the mat, bone by bone. Find that shoulder bridge, maybe press those shoulders back and down towards the spine. And then I'm flaring through my ribs here. Try not to do that. So try press the ribs down towards the hips. Find some rib to hip connection. I want you to imagine that you're finding height by squeezing through the glutes at the top rather than by opening up through the ribs and flaring the back. So tuck those ribs in and then melt the spine all the way back down, bone by bone. Let's find 3 more like this. We tuck and roll all the way up. Find that little pause at the top, squeeze through the glutes, and then melting all the way back down through the spine. Let's find 2 more like this. We tuck and roll all the way up. Pause at the top, squeeze through the glutes, and then melting all the way back down, finding that little release at the bottom. On this next one, let's roll all the way up, hold and squeeze. Now, rather than rolling through the spine, we're going to keep a flat back. We're going to hinge at the hips, we tap the bum down. Exhale, press up, squeeze through the glutes. We inhale to tap the bum down. Exhale, press and squeeze. Now, letting your back come back to neutral as we lower, find that stretch through the glutes. Exhale, squeeze the glutes to press it up, tuck those ribs in. Inhale, tap the bum down. Exhale, lift and squeeze. Let's stay here for 6. 4, 5, meeting at the top in 4, last 3, here for 2. On our next one, we lift up. Now you can either stay like this if you want a little bit of a stability challenge. Maybe we reach our fingertips up towards the sky. Again, we tap the bum down, find that inhale, exhale, squeeze it up. A little bit more of a stability challenge, starting to challenge that core. So I really want you to switch on through that core. Use it to help you stabilize through the hips. Let's stay here for 6. Inhale, tap it down. Exhale, press it up. For 4, really press through those heels. Here for 3. For 2. On our next one, can we lift all the way up? Hold. Can we find a little round of pulses, a little lower of the bum? Squeeze it up. Lower a centimetre, squeeze up 2. Inhale, exhale. Here for 6, slow controlled pulses. Keep squeezing through those glutes to lift. And lift for 4, 3, 2, 1. Can we lift it up? Hold. Now hands can come down to the mat, or you can keep them up if you want a little bit of an extra challenge. We're going to transfer our weight over to our left heel. Stabilize through the core. Try to keep the hips nice and still. We're going to float our right leg to tabletop. Now we tap the bum down. Press all the way back up. Inhale, we tap the bum down. Exhale to press it up. Let's find 6. Here for 5. Oh my gosh, my glute already hurts. Here for 4. Last 3. Here for 2. On our next one, can we lift all the way up? Hold. We're going to tap those right toes down to the mat. Squeeze that leg back up to tabletop. We tap the bum down. Press all the way back up. Right toes tap down. They lift back up. We tap the bum down. Now, as we work through this again, making sure here that our hips aren't rocking side to side. Really think about using that core to keep us nice and stable. So when we're at the top here and we lower the leg, I want you to maybe even pop your fingers on your hips. Feel that your core is helping them stay nice and still. Control as we lower that leg to tap it down. Again, as we tap that leg down, making sure that we're moving that whole leg, hinging from the hip, the angle behind the knee doesn't change. So we're not just dropping our foot down, right? We're hinging at the hip to tap the toes down. Maybe they go even further than our left toes. Back to tabletop before we drop the whole shape down. Press all the way back up. Let's find 3 more like this. We tap it down. We lift. Inhale, tap the bum down. Exhale, press it up. Let's find 2 more like this. Tap it down. Press it up. I'm just going to have a little breather. You keep moving. Beautiful, guys. On this next one, we're going to press it all the way up. Hold. We're going to tap the toes down, lift them back up. We're going to extend the toes up to the ceiling. Bend. Extend and bend. Here for 5. For 4, keep pressing through that left glute to keep the hips up. Last 2. On our last one, can we lift that leg up? Hold. Can we sweep the leg down? Sweep it back up. We bend through the knee. We tap the bum down. Oh my gosh, that hurts so much. Let's keep moving through that. We lift, extend, sweep the leg down, sweep it back up, bend through the knee, tap the bum down. Let's stay here for 4 more like this. I can't move. You guys keep going. Press it up. Extend the leg. Sweep it down. Sweep it back up. Bend the knee. Tap the bum down. Let's go again. Up. Extend. Sweep it down. Sweep it back up. Bend through the knee. Tap the bum. Let's make this one smooth move. So we're going to press it up. Extend the leg. Leg is staying extended. We tap the bum down. Sweep the leg down. Sweep the leg up. Lift the bum up. Inhale. Exhale. Let's stay here for 5. Here for 4. Inhale, tap it down. Exhale, squeeze through that left glute to lift. 4, 3, 2. On our last one, can we press it up? Hold. Little pulses up and up. You guys keep moving. Oh my gosh, I'm dying. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Melt it down. Oh my days. Hug that left knee in. Maybe find a little roll. Maybe you just want to hug it in. Really stretch through that left glute. Holy moly. All right. We're going to give the glutes a second. We'll do the other side in a minute. We're just going to have a little breather and do some abs. Let's bring our feet back to that hip bridge position, but our feet are staying on the floor. Hands are interlacing behind the head. We're bringing the elbows nice and wide, nice proud chest. Head is heavy into the hands. We're going to find an inhale to prepare here. Little tuck through the tailbone, press the lower back towards the mat. Doesn't have to be pressing straight into it. Again, it depends on the shape of your spine. So press the lower back towards the mat as much as you can. Big inhale to prepare. With our exhale, can we start to find our chest lift, slide the ribs towards the top of the hips, and then inhale to lay all the way down. We exhale, curl up, slide the ribs towards the hips, and then inhale to lay all the way back down. So as we work through this, I want you to press your head back into your hands so you're really using that core to find that chest lift. Try to keep those elbows nice and wide the whole time. So we're not wrapping our elbows in and using our hands to lift our head up. I really want you to press that head back, keep the elbows wide, use that core to find that chest lift, peel the shoulder blades off the back of the mat. Inhale, lower all the way down. So if you've got a t-shirt on, you should be finding lots of wrinkles through the front of your t-shirt. I'm getting lots of wrinkles through the front of my belly and my leggings. You should really be thinking about finding that nice round C shape through the spine. Let's find 3 more like this. Inhale down, exhale, curl it up. Inhale to lay down. Exhale, curl up. We're finding 1 more like this. Inhale down, exhale, curl up, hold. We're going to float our right leg to tabletop. Gently lower it back down. We inhale to lay down. We exhale, curl up, left leg comes to tabletop. We lower it back down. We inhale, lay down. Let's keep alternating here, finding that tabletop leg as we find our chest lift. Making these moves nice and smooth, using that breath to help you, finding that inhale on the way down, release. Exhale, curl up, squeeze. My elbows are creeping in. Try to keep those elbows nice and wide. Let's stay here for 6. Here for 5. Last 4. Here for 3. Last 2. Finding our last one, can we curl up, hold? Can we reach our arm past the thigh? It doesn't matter which side you're on, we're going to alternate. Hand comes back behind the head, we lower everything down. We curl up, hold, reach the arm past opposite thigh, twist. Hand comes back behind the head, we lower the shape down. So imagine that you're wringing out a wet towel with your torso. So really try to bring that opposite rib towards the opposite hip as you twist, reach that arm past the leg, lower the whole shape down. Let's find 6 more like this, 3 either side. Oh my gosh, that was such a bad tabletop leg. Try to bring the knee over the hip, ankle in line with the knee. Try not to let the leg flop down like I did. Let's just go 1 more either side. On this last one, can we curl up? It doesn't matter which side you're on. We're going to hold. We're going to reach our other leg up to tabletop, tap it back down. Up to tabletop, tap it back down. Try not to rest that bottom shoulder onto the mat. I know it's tempting, I was just doing it. Inhale, tap down. Exhale, lift up. Here for 6. For 5. Oh my gosh, I just saw my feet in the mirror, they're so dirty. 4. 3. Last 2. Finding our last one, coming through center, curl up to the other side, reach. Just those toes tapping down, lifting up. Really try to bring that opposite rib bone to the opposite hip. Let's stay here for 6. Can we curl up a little bit higher? Oh my gosh, I'm resting my shoulder a bit, but try to curl up. Get those shoulders up and off the mat. 2. Last one, lay all the way down. Little reset here. Big breath. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're going to bring our hands behind our head again. Little tuck through the tailbone here. Press the lower back down towards the mat. And then one at a time, we're going to float our legs into tabletop. We're keeping our legs in tabletop now. Now, if you feel like this is getting into your lower back, you can bring your knees in slightly. I just don't want you to collapse them in. So try to keep them stacked over your hips. Think about that tuck through the tailbone. Think about pulling that belly button down and in towards your spine to help you tuck through the tailbone, press that lower back down into the mat. Beautiful. Let's find a big inhale here. Exhale, curl up. Inhale to lay down. Exhale, curl up. Let that head be heavy into the hands. Try not to use your neck to lift. Try to use that core. Let's start to find that twist and reach straight away. We curl up, opposite arm past opposite thigh. We lay all the way down. We curl up other side, opposite, opposite. Inhale, lay all the way down. Oh my gosh, my legs are creeping in so much. Let's stay here for 6. Curl up, reach. Inhale, lay down. Exhale, curl up, reach. Here for 4. For 3. Last 2. Finding our last one, we curl up, reach. Can we reach the opposite leg up to the sky? We sweep it all the way down. We sweep it all the way back up. We bend through the knee. Inhale, lay down. Exhale, curl up to the other side, reach the leg long to the sky. Sweep it down. Sweep it back up. We bend through the knee. Hand comes behind our head. Let's keep working through this. Reach, extend, sweep down, sweep back up, bend. Hand comes behind the head. Inhale, exhale, curl up. Reach the toes up, sweep them down. Sweep them back up, bend through the knee. Let's stay here for 4 more either side. Reach, that leg extends, we sweep it down. We sweep it up. Should be starting to get nice and warm through that core now. Reach, extend, sweep it down. Sweep it back up, bend. Last 3. Across, up, down, up. Hand comes back behind the head, lay down. Curl up, reach, extend, sweep it down. I'm trying to cheat. Sweep it back up, bend through the knee. Let's go 2 more either side. Curl up, reach, extend that leg. Sweep it down, sweep it up, bend, lay down. Oh my gosh, let's go. Extend. I always try to cheat on this side, I don't know why. All right, let's go 1 more either side. Curl up, reach, extend that leg, sweep it down, sweep it up, bend. Other side, curl up, reach, extend the leg, sweep it down, sweep it back up, bend through the knee. Big deep breath, exhale, curl up. We're extending that leg, we're keeping it long, just those sweeps. Can we curl up a little bit higher with that chest? Inhale down, exhale up. Let's stay here for 5. Oh my gosh, my leg is shaking. 4. Try to curl up a little bit higher. Try not to let that shoulder blade be down. 2, 1, hold it up, bend the knee in, hand comes behind the head, lay down for 1 second. Big inhale, exhale, curl up, other side, extend the leg long. Just those sweeps. Can we curl up a little bit higher? Bring that opposite rib to the opposite hip. Oh my gosh. Let's stay here for 4. Last 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee in, hand comes behind the head. Reach the arms long, little pulses up and up. Maybe you'd like to extend the legs here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my days. Oh, all right, hopefully our abs are feeling nice warm. I've somehow wriggled further back on my mat. We're going to do the other side of our glutes. We're just going to start nice and gentle with that little tuck through the tailbone. Press the lower back down to the mat and then release through neutral. Just checking in with the breath here. Inhaling through the nose, then exhaling through the mouth. Think about rolling the shoulders down and back, having a nice proud chest even though we're laying down. Let's go 2 more little tucks through the tailbone, little release through neutral, checking in with that foot position. Bring those feet slightly wider than hip distance. I want you to be able to tickle your heel with your fingertips. Next time we press our lower back down, can we start to tuck through that tailbone, start to roll ourselves all the way up into that hip bridge, little pause at the top, squeeze through the glutes. And then melting all the way back down through the spine. Now we're not going to stay here for as many double leg ones. We're going to go straight onto our right leg. Just find a few rounds like this just to get that movement back through the spine. Beautiful, guys. Let's find that squeeze at the top. Again, think about pressing the ribs down towards the hips, using that core to stabilize. Again, let's bring those fingertips up towards the sky. Inhale, tap the bum down. Exhale, press it up. Inhale, we hinge at the hips, bum comes straight down. Exhale, squeeze through the glutes, press up. So as we work through this, I want you to imagine someone's karate chopped your hips, making you hinge. Tap the bum down. Exhale, press it up. Inhale to tap down. Exhale, press up. Let's stay here for 6, for 5, 4, here for 3, for 2. On our last one, press it all the way up. Now maybe your hands stay up, maybe they come down. This will give you more support for the stability. If you want less support, fingertips can stay up. We're going to transfer that weight over into our right heel and then gently start to float that left leg to tabletop. We start to tap the bum down, find that inhale. Exhale, press all the way up. Inhale to tap down. Exhale, press up. Beautiful, guys. Now take your time here, slow, controlled lower. Press, squeeze through that right glute to lift. Let's find 5 more here. I'm just going to have a little breather so I can talk. Let's find 3. Meeting at the top in 2. On our next one, can we press all the way up, hold. With the left toes, we're going to start to tap down towards the mat. Lift back up, we tap the bum down. Exhale, press. Inhale, we tap those left toes down. We lift them back up to tabletop. We tap the whole shape down. Lift. 1 toe tap. 1 hinge of the hips. Tap the bum, press it up. Let's stay here for 6. You guys keep moving. I'm going to have a breather. We're staying here for 5. Last 4. Beautiful. Here for 3. Finding 2 more like this, and we add on that leg extension. On this next one, can we press that shape all the way up? We tap the toes down, we lift them up, we extend the leg. Sweep the leg down. Sweep it back up, we bend through the knee, we tap the bum down. Press all the way up, we extend through that leg. Sweep it down, sweep it all the way up. We bend through the knee, bum taps down, press it up. Extend through that leg, inhale, sweep down. Exhale, sweep up, bend through the knee, we inhale to lower. Exhale, press. Let's find 4 more rounds like this. Then we're going to make it a nice fluid movement and use the sweep of the leg at the same time as we tap the bum down. Let's stay here for 4. I feel like I already said 4, but too bad. For 3, press, sweep, sweep, bend, lower. Let's find 2 more like this. Oh my days, I'm so sorry, you guys. On our last one, we press it up, we extend the leg, we're keeping it long. We sweep it down as the bum hinges down, sweep it up. Inhale down, exhale up. Let's stay here for 5. Last 4. Last 3. Meeting with those toes to the ceiling in 2. Oh my days. Finding 1 more, sweep it down, sweep it up. I can't speak about my form right now. It's so bad, I'm dying. 3, 2, and 1. Hug that right knee in. Maybe find some little rocks, maybe cross it across the body, whatever feels good here. Big deep breath in through the nose, and exhale through the mouth. Reach that leg nice and long. We're just going to bring the soles of our feet together. Let the knees come out nice and wide. Hands can come down towards the belly, towards the heart. Big deep breath in through the nose. down towards the belly into the sides of the rib cage. Exhale through the mouth, sigh all out, feel the belly button sink down towards the spine. Let's just find 2 more big deep breaths like this. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Beautiful. We're going to bring our feet back to the same position we started. Hands are going to come behind the knees. We're going to rock and roll ourselves. Find a little back massage here. That wasn't a fight, I swear that was my back on the mat. Then we're going to come all the way up. Stand ourselves all the way up towards the front of our mat. Now, once we're here, just walk back slightly. Just going to roll the shoulders down and back. For 4, for 3, 2, and 1. All right, shoulders down and back. We're going to come down into a dart lunge. So as we come into our lunge, we're going to reach our fingertips forward, back leg is long. We bend through the left knee. Sorry, I should have said which leg we're using. Left foot is staying forward, right foot is stepping back. Inhale, we come down into that lunge. Exhale, press through the left heel to stand all the way up. We find that inhale to come into that lunge. Exhale, press it all the way up. So thinking about finding length here, reaching the fingertips so long and your toes so long as if you're trying to make your body longer. And then press through that left heel to stand. Squeeze up the back of the leg into that glute. Let's find 6 more like this. Here for 4. Then we start to add on. Here for 3. Last 2. Last 1. Next time we come down, we stay low. We're going to flip the palms to face the ground. As we tuck the back knee in, we're going to bend through the elbows. So we're going to find a little scooter here. We tap the right toes in, squeeze the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades. Reach everything nice and long. We stand all the way up. Come down into that dart lunge. We find one scooter, squeeze the elbows. Reach everything nice and long. Stand up. Oh my gosh, I have hair in my mouth. We reach, squeeze, knee bend, elbows bend, extend, stand all the way up. Let's stay here for 6 more like this. I want you to imagine that someone's got a pencil and they've put it between your shoulder blades. You're squeezing onto that pencil as you bend through the elbows. Release, sweep it up. Lunge, one scooter, bend through the knee, bend through the elbows, extend, sweep it up. This one piece of hair keeps going into my mouth. Beautiful, guys. Let's find 2 more rounds like this. Finding 1 more. Should be starting to feel nice and warm through that left glute. We've obviously already worked it really hard in our bridges. Next time we come down, we're going to stay low, just those elbows and knees, bending and extending. Maybe you guys can get a little bit deeper than me through the left knee. I am in struggle town already, but please feel free to get down a little bit lower into that lunge. I'll try. Reach, bend, extend. We're here for 6, for 5, 4, 3, last 2. Finding our last 1, press everything long. Reach the arms behind the back. Little pulses through that left leg, up and down. 4, 6, 4, 5. Oh my days. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step it in. Now we're going to step the right toes back in line with the left heel. So still staying heavy through that left side, nice and light through the right side. We're going to find a little hinge here, slight bend through the left knee, as if you're doing an RDL. So if you need to reach your arms long, if you're a gym girly, find that hinge, stretch through that left glute, press through the left heel, stand nice and tall. Roll the shoulders down and back, stand nice and tall. Inhale, hinge it forward, soft bend through that left knee. Exhale, press through the left heel to stand. So we're staying nice and light through that right leg. Hinge it forward. Beautiful, stand it up. If you prefer your hands on your hips, you can do that. Beautiful, guys. Find that inhale and that hinge forward. Exhale, press through that left heel. Now I want you to imagine someone's karate chopping you in the hips, so you're not just leaning forwards, right? I want you to imagine someone's pressing your hips back, which is forcing them to bend, which is then forcing your knee to bend. You should feel a stretch through the back of that left leg. Hinge it forward. Feel that stretch through the left leg, through the left glute. Press through the left heel to stand. Let's stay here for 6. Here for 5. For 4. Last 3. Last 2. Finding our last one, we hinge it forward, we stay. We're going to start to extend the right leg long behind us. Bring it back in, we stand all the way up. Now, if bringing those right toes into the sky is too much, maybe you tap the toes back. Step them in, stand it up. Otherwise, we're really working through a lot of our stabilizing muscles here, working on our balance. Extend the leg long behind. Tap the toes in, stand it up. Let's stay here for 6. Extend. Tap it back in. We're nice and light through the right toes, even when they're on the ground. Here for 5. Breathing through it. Slow and controlled. Find that bent hinge position before you extend the leg. I was going to say to help with your balance, but apparently not. Let's go 2 more. On this last one, we're going to reach that leg back. Reach the arms forward. Circle the arms behind. Arms come to our chest. We're bringing our knee into a knee drive. We reach the leg behind us. Now reach the arms. Circle the arms behind, really challenging that balance. Pull the knee in, pull the leg up. We reach. Circle the arms. Beautiful. So getting some movement through the shoulders here. We reach. Circle the arms back. Pull the knee in, standing all the way up. Let's just go 3 more like this. Reach. Circle the arms. Beautiful. Bend the knee in. Let's go 2 more. We reach. Circle the arms, working really hard through those stabilizing muscles. Finding our last one, we reach. Circle the arms. Pull the knee in. Can we stay on this 1 foot for 4, 3, 2, can we reach the leg back? Do whatever you need to with your hands, little pulses through that left leg. Can we get a little bit deeper here for 5? Slow those pulses down. Down an inch, up an inch. 4, 3, I'm gonna pull over 2, and 1. Stand all the way up. Shake out through that left leg. Beautiful work, guys. I'm gonna walk ourselves to the back of our mat. Get off our legs for a minute. Work through some core and some upper body. So big inhale, bend through the knees, reach the fingertips up. Let's go for a few like this. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sweep the arms down. Beautiful. We're just going to bring our right hand down onto our thigh. Oh my gosh, that's my left hand. Left hand down onto our thigh. Right arm is going to reach up and over. Find a side bend here. Maybe open the chest up. Find a bit of extension. And then circle the arm over. Right hand is down to the thigh. Left arm comes up. Let's just find a bit of movement here. If you would like to find any other stretch here, maybe you like to interlace the fingers and find some extension. Just do whatever feels good for the body. Maybe you just like to roll through the shoulders a bit, or maybe you just want to shake out through the legs. Just stay here for 5 more seconds, and then we'll start to move through our next set. Taking a moment to catch your breath. All right, when you're ready, guys, I'm going to roll the shoulders down and back, to roll through the neck. We're going to start to nod chin to chest, rolling ourselves all the way down towards the mat. And then we're going to just walk our hands out to our full plank. Once we're there, we're pressing back downward dog. Little pedal through the legs here. Bending through one knee, then the other. Let's stay here for 6, 4, 5. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press both heels down, really stretch through the back of both legs. And then we start to lift our heels, ripple through our spine, come forward into our full plank. Press all the way back to that downward dog shape. Press the heels down, lift through the heels, ripple through the spine, come back forwards into that full plank. Let's find 2 more like this. Press it back. Press the heels down, lift the heels, ripple it forward. Let's go 2 more. Press it back. Press the heels down, ripple it forward, full plank. Let's find 1 more. Press it back. Take this moment here, pedal through the legs a little bit more if you need to. Big deep breath. Press it forward, find that full plank. Nice and gently, we're going to bring the knees down to the mat, walk them in to our 4-point kneel position. So, we're going to have our hands stacked underneath our shoulders, knees stacked under our hips. And we're just going to find some cat-cows here, tucking that chin towards our chest, rounding through the back, flicking that tailbone up, looking up towards the sky. Finding a couple deep breaths here, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. And then when you're ready, guys, we're going to come through neutral. We're going to make sure that our wrists are stacked straight under our shoulders. Really press into the whole hand. Spread your fingers out to support those wrists. If you need to, you can come onto your fists. That'll keep your wrists straight. It'll put a little bit less pressure on them. But otherwise, really press into the whole hand. Press your mat away. So press your chest away from the mat. I want you to find that your shoulders are kind of pressing and puffing up towards the ceiling. Keep the neck nice and long. My hair is not helping with this. And we're just going to tuck through the toes. I want you to imagine someone's poked you in the belly, little knee hover, and then gently lower the knees back down. We scoop through the belly, we lift the knees up, and then gently lowering the knees all the way back down. Let's stay here for 5. Thinking slow and controlled, using that core to scoop our knees up, making sure that we're not just using our shoulders and our toes to lift up. I really want you to think that that lift is coming from the core. So almost as if someone's like poked you in the belly, or there's a little fire here, and you're scooping through the belly to move away from it. Let's just find 3 more like this. Really controlling on the way down. For 2. On our last one, can we lift up? We're going to start to step the feet back to our full plank. Step them back in, and then gently lower the knees down. If you need a little breather, you can take your little cat-cow. Every time your knees come to the mat, you can take a breather. Otherwise, we're going to keep moving. Step the feet out. Step them in, gently lower the knees. Scoop through the belly lift. Step it out. Step it in, gently lower the knees. So thinking slow, controlled movements here. Step it out. Step it in, gently lower the knees. Now maybe you don't want to lower the knees. Maybe you like to keep the knees lifted and work through just those step outs and step ins. Whatever feels good for you here. Just finding movement that feels challenging for you. So you can either work through that knee hover with the step outs, or you can keep the knees lifted the whole time and just step it out and in. I'm just going to have a little bit of a breather so that I can talk through our next bit. We're going to find 4 more rounds like this, whether you've got that knee hover or you're just working through the step out and ins. I'm going to do the knee hover just because it takes a little bit more time. Beautiful. We're finding 3 more rounds like this. Last 2. On our last one, we're going to step it in. Gently lower the knees. Little roll through those shoulders if you need to. puff that chest away from the mat, scoop through the bed, lift the knees. We're going to step it out. Then we're going to find a mountain climber, opposite knee to opposite elbow, either side. We step it in, option to lower the knees. Otherwise, you step it in, step it straight back out. One mountain climber, slow and controlled, either side. Step it in, step it out. One mountain climber, either side, slow and controlled. Let's stay here for 6 rounds of this. So you've got that option to lower the knees, have a little breather, take a break if you need it, and then come back in when you're ready. Again, remember you can come up onto those fists. If this is getting too much for the wrists, step it out. One mountain climber, either side, and then step it back in. Let's stay here for 3 more rounds, step it out. One mountain climber, either side, step it in. Step it out. One mountain climber, either side, step it in. Let's stay here for 3. Oh my days. Oh, you guys keep moving. We're finding 2 more, my shoulders are deceased. One mountain climber either side, step it in, step it out. Next time we step it out, guys, can we stay with just those mountain climbers? Can we make them slow and controlled? So we're scooping that knee in and up towards our elbow for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees down. Find your child's pose. Reach the fingertips forward. Big deep breath in through the nose and then out through the mouth. And then when you're ready, guys, we're going to come forward, tuck the toes, find your downward dog, little pedal through the legs. I'm just going to start to walk our legs in towards our hands. Find that forward fold. Big deep breath, and then start to tuck all the way up to standing. Oh, we've got the other side of our legs. Happy days. Love that for us. All right. Roll the shoulders down and back. We're going to start with our dart lunge. So, reaching the fingertips forward, step the left foot back, right foot starts. Right foot is forward this time, not starts. Find an inhale to come down. Exhale, press all the way up. Try to get nice and deep through that right leg, nice and long through that left leg that's stepping back, nice and long through the arms. So really reaching the fingertips and the left toes away from each other, trying to find length through the body here, staying nice and active through all of those body parts. So we're going to work through this, find that inhale as you come down into that lunge, and then exhale to press through the right heel stand. Find that squeeze up the back of that right leg into the right glute as we stand up. Whew. Talking and doing Pilates is a lot harder than just doing one or the other, obviously. Let's find 5 more like this. And then we start to add on that scooter. In 4. Nice and heavy through the right heels the whole time. For some reason, I feel like I'm a little bit more balanced on my left side, even though I'm like right-handed and stuff. On this next one, we're going to sweep it down. We're going to find that scooter, heavy through the right heel, light through the back toes. We squeeze the elbows, squeeze the knee in. Reach everything nice and long. We stand it up. Sweep it down, palms are facing the ground. We tuck those elbows in, squeeze the shoulder blades as we tuck the knee in. Reach, stand it up. Down into that dart lunge, 1 scooter. Reach, stand it up. Let's stay here for 6. Squeeze, reach, stand it up. Beautiful, guys. Let's find 4 more like this. And then we'll stay low, just that scooter. In 3. You can do it. Last 2. Finding our last one. Next time we stand up, make it our last. We're coming down. Stay low, squeeze. Step it in. Step it back. I didn't mean to do a curtsy thing just then. I was just losing my balance. Squeeze. And reach, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, finding our last one, reach it long, stay low, reach the back toes up, little pulses, 5, 4, can we get a bit deeper, 3, 2, and 1, stand up, little shake out. All right, we're coming back to that little hinge series. So right foot is still staying planted, left toes, ball of our foot, in line with our right heel. We're gonna find that little hinge at the hips as if someone's karate chopped us. Hinge at the hips, soft bend through the right knee, press it up. Inhale, hinge it back. Exhale, press it back. So I want you to imagine someone's like folding you in half. So you're not just bowing the chest forward, someone's pushing your hips back, which is making them bend, which is making your knee bend, which is making your chest come forward. Should feel that stretch through the back of the right leg. Inhale, hinge it forward. Exhale, squeeze up the back of the leg into that right glute. Hinge it forward. Exhale, squeeze. Let's stay here for 5, 4, adding on that leg extension with the left leg in 3, here for 2, finding our last one, hinge it back, press it up. Next time we hinge it back, we're going to start to extend that left leg long behind us, reach. Tap the toes back in, we stand it all the way up. We hinge it back. We reach that left leg nice and long. Squeeze it back in, stand it up. Let's stay here for 6. Breathing through it, staying slow and controlled. We're here for 5. Hinge, reach the left toes back, squeeze them back in, stand up. Last 3, almost there, guys. Last 2. Ooh. Really nice. Let's find one more like this. I'm just going to step back a little bit so I've got space to reach my arms forward. On our last one, we hinge it forward. We're reaching the toes back. Can we reach the arms forward? We're going to circle the arms and then bring the hands to chest, scoop that left knee in. Beautiful, we're reaching everything nice and long, find our balance. Circle the arms, then scoop the knee in. Use that core to help you stabilize here. We reach, circle the arms, scoop the knee in. Really working through those stabilizing muscles through that right leg. Getting some movement through the shoulder blades here. Oh my days. Let's find 3 more. Reach, circle the arms, scoop the knee in. Last 2, reach, circle those arms, scoop the knee in. Finding our last one, we're going to find some pulses, circle the arms, bring them to the hips, bring them wherever helps you feel balanced, little pulses. Can we get a little bit deeper for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it all the way up. Shake it out. Just going to walk ourselves to the back of the mat, guys. Finish with a couple of roll downs. And you guys are all done for today. I'm going to find a big inhale, reach the fingertips all the way up. Exhale, nod chin to chest, rolling all the way down. Try to melt bone by bone down towards the ground. Let the head hang heavy. Let the hands come down towards the mat. Just starting to take a pedal through the legs here, bending through one knee, then the other. Just finding a couple deep breaths all the way in through the nose. And then all the way out through the mouth. And then nice and gently, we're going to bring our right hand towards our left ankle. Bend through the right knee, reach the left arm up, find that rotation, maybe roll through that left wrist. Big deep breath here, in through the nose. Then exhale, come through center. Left hand is coming to the right ankle, we bend through the left knee, reach the right fingertips all the way up. Find those circles through the right hand. Big inhale. Exhale through center. Let's go one more time either side. And then bringing both hands down. Starting to nod the chin towards the chest, relaxing through the back of the neck. Maybe closing down through the eyes here. Soft bend through the knees. Gently shaking the head side to side. Let's find a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Let's find 2 more big deep breaths here. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Can we sink a little bit deeper with each exhale? Inhale in now. Exhale, sink a little deeper into that forward fold. And then finding 1 more big deep breath in through the nose. Feel that back stretch. Then as we exhale, can we start to roll ourselves all the way up to standing. Keep that chin towards the chest, rolling all the way up, nice and slow, bone by bone. At the top, can we roll the shoulders down and back? Maybe we move the whole arms. Maybe we circle the arms, whatever feels good here. And then rolling the shoulders forward. A little wriggle out. You guys are all done. Beautiful work. Thank you for moving with me today. See you guys next time.